Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another masterclass for ServiceDesk Plus Cloud. My name is Ram. I'm one of the product specialists from the product support team, and I will be the presenter for today. In today's session, we are going to take a look at the various integrations that are available for ServiceDesk Plus Cloud and how you can hack your service desk for the new normal. Right. So before we get into the actual presentation, a quick run through on the housekeeping items. So all of you are on mute by default. So if you have any questions during the class, please use the Q&A panel on the left hand side of your screen and post it. And we have a dedicated Q&A session at the end of this presentation. We will be answering them at that time. And also, we are recording this session. So if you would, we will be sending it to you in a couple of days. So if you would like to revisit it, you can definitely do that and post that. If you have any queries, feedback, or suggestions post this session, please do send it as an email to me. So that's my email address over here, and or you can also send it to hello@servicedeskplus.com, or you can, like always, you can always reach out to support and we will be glad to assist you further. Right, let's jump into the presentation. So, hacking the new normal with Service Desk Plus integrations. Service Desk Plus. Now that we are all working from home, we would be collaborating with various teams, right? Through various tools, like for example, through Teams or through Microsoft Outlook mails, right? And we will also be handling several projects or issues if we are using Jira, right? So this does make the life of an IT technician slightly complex, right? Where he had to always jump across multiple tools to complete his day-to-day work, right? With Service Desk Plus, we are offering you convenient integrations that connects your ITSM with various business processes in an organization. With this, a technician will be able to handle his incidents and also collaborate, fix, and work on other items which are part of his day-to-day routine with ease, right? So that is what we are going to see. So in today's presentation, I'm going to take up three products, right? And one product which is integration is in beta, and show you an AI tool with which you can hack the service desk for your new normal. So first up, we are going to talk about the Microsoft integrations, right? So with Microsoft, but now that everybody is moving to the cloud, most of you might always be using already be using Office 365, right? With Microsoft and Office 365, we have brought in several integrations, which would help you, a technician, work his IT tickets with ease, right? So that's what we are going to see. So these are the various features various integrations that we currently have, starting from integrating with Azure for keeping your user base in sync. And we have also brought in some reply cards for your Outlook mails, right? Also brought in an add-in, or we have a calendar integration, and we also have Teams integration, right? So that is what we are going to see as part of this first demo, right? So I'm just going to jump right into the Service Desk Plus system and show you where and what feature is, how you can enable it, and what each and every feature does, right? So let's jump in. So currently, I'm logged into my Office 365 portal as an admin maybe, or I can be a normal user, right? So first thing that you can do to make the life of a user easier, right? To make things seamless is go with an SSO, right? A single sign-on. So there are two options that you have with Microsoft, right? So one is your Azure AD SAML authentication, right? So you can configure a SAML authentication, and if users are logged into their Office 365 accounts on the browser, and if they put in their application URL, they'll be straightly taken into to their instance without having to sign in, right? Or you can also install the Service Desk Plus app as an application under your Office 365 portal. So this would be available as part of their dashboard. And if I click on it, it will take me directly to my Service Desk Plus instance, or users can also log in using this sign in with Microsoft button, right? So now that I've clicked on it, It's logging me in right now. So it's just one click, right? So all you have to do is just make sure they are logged into their Office 365 account on the same browser, and they will be seamlessly signed on into their service desk portals as well, right? That is your Office 365 integrations that is available with Service Desk Plus Cloud. Now let's see how you can actually bring in your users, right? So with this Azure integration, you will also be able to make sure your user base is intact, right? So let's see how we can do that. So what if you're logged into the application as an administrator, and you are also logged into your Office 365 as an Office 365 admin, right? You need to single sign on with the sign in using Office 365 button, right? And once you are inside, you go to integrations, and you have to can enable this Azure integration right here. And I'm pretty sure most of you are already doing it, but if you're not, I just wanted to highlight this to you. You can also import users, department, and site information from Azure. So all you have to do is just click on configure and check the box and save. So now when you go to users and permissions, you go to requesters, you can click on import users, import from Asia, and this will show you the list of users that are available in Azure. So you can check the users that you want, and you can click on import now, which will just import all those users into the application. But this is manual, right? So this is manually importing the users, but you can now keep your user base in sync with your Azure AD. So we have recently launched the Azure AD user sync, right? So you can set up the sync by coming over here again, enabling this as an Office 365 admin. Click on configure, and you can sync users anywhere between every day to every 7 days, right? And if a user is deleted from the Azure AD, they can also be deleted from the Service Desk Plus instance, or they can just be revoked access to Service Desk Plus alone. Let's say you are using other Zoho products, right? You don't want them to lose access to that. You can revoke access to Service Desk Plus alone, or you can simply choose to ignore, right? So you can configure that. Thereby, you're making sure your Azure users are in sync with Service Desk Plus, and they are kept up to date. Thereby, whenever a new user is added, they have been given immediate access to the Service Desk Plus system, and they can also start using your help desk tool which you have deployed. Right. So that is the Azure integration that we have for you to single sign on, for you to import users and keep your user database in sync. The next thing which I wanted to show you is your calendar integration. Now, users would mark leave, right, in the calendar, and in Service Desk Plus you also have a scheduler which is part of your home tab, right? And so technicians, if they are not available on a particular day, you don't want tickets to be assigned to them, right? So what they will do, they have to mark leave separately in the Service Desk Plus portal. And you also need to make sure by going to setup, you go to technician auto assign. Let's say you are auto assigning with tech auto assign feature. You can consider technicians availability based on the created date or based on the due by date, right? Now this makes it as double work for them, right? So they have to mark leaves over there and also in Service Desk Plus system as well. Now with the calendar integration, if I go into my Office 365 account, let's just quickly open up calendar, and I'm going to mark leave. So next month, I might not be available on Monday. So what I will do is I will just add a leave over here, right? So let me just do that. Okay, so I will not be available, so unavailable for the day, and I will just choose all day, right, on second, and I will select away. I will not be here. Once I click save, right, a leave is marked over here. And now if I go into my home tab and go into October, the second is also marked leave for me, right? So so now as you can see, your calendar is in sync with Azure. And likewise, if you are adding a reminder in your service desk system, right, so like you have to complete a specific task, so complete request ID by or let's say complete request or request task by today, right? And I want to be notified at 11 a.m. on the 11th. And if I hit apply and if I hit save, the reminder is added over here. Likewise, a reminder is automatically added under my service desk. I mean under my Office 365 as well. So there currently these are the two operations that we support between Outlook calendar and Service Desk Plus instance, right? So you can keep your leaves in sync. You can also keep your reminders in sync. Thereby, you make sure you don't miss out any reminders from your Service Desk Plus instance, right? So that is the calendar integration. As again, you have to enable this integration under setup apps and add-ons integrations. You have to enable it. Only an Office 365 admin will be able to enable this particular integration, right? So this is basic stuff. So this is just keeping user base and calendars in sync. That's what we saw. Now let's see how with Outlook itself a technician will be able to work on his or her request, right? So let me quickly create a request, and meanwhile let me just quickly go into my Outlook. All right, so I'm going to create a quick request, and I'm going to call this request like I'm going to say Dave is creating this request, and I'm going to say VPN is down, right? I will mark that as my subject, as my description, and I will click add request. And now what I've done is, as part of my application configuration, I have set out automatic notifications to get triggered. So I will be notified when a request is assigned to me, right? And I will also be notified if a request is created in the Service Desk Plus instance, right? So let's just see if those emails have come in. So that's request number 84. Let's see if the notifications have come. Yeah, they got triggered. Yeah, so I've got these two notifications, right? So the first one is the created notification, right? So over here, I got this notification, and if it's not yet picked up, right, I can pick it up from here itself, or I can, if I click on view details, this will immediately take me to my service desk page, and it will load my the request that was created, right? And so that is the actionable messages card, right? So with the notification emails that comes in to your mailbox, you will be able to perform certain actions, right? To enable this notification, you go to setup. Again, apps and add-ons integrations, that's the same place. So I'll just show you what all the things that you can do. So go to setup. So this is our integrations build, so it is quite slow, but yeah. So if I go into my integrations tab, and over here you have the actionable messages. So you have to enable this, and if you can view the details on what you can do. So you can add notes to requests, you will be able to comment to tasks, you will be able to pick up those requests, you can close, resolve, or even perform approval actions, right? So in the new request created notification, you can only do pick up and view details, right? And under the request is assigned to you, you can add a note. So let me just say VPN, okay, let's call it please reinstall for a client, right? I'll just click save. So that should add a note to my ticket. So let's just quickly go to the request number 83. Yes, that is the one, and I should be able to see the note populated over here, right? And this can also be marked as private, and if I've resolved this issue, I can click on resolve, which will automatically resolve this ticket in the Service Desk Plus portal as well, right? So now it's marked as resolved. So all I did was I was just working from my email notifications. I can also reply. I can also reply and forward from here itself to the help desk system, and I can also do approval. So let me just quickly open this request and submit it for approvals, right? I will submit it to myself for now, and then got my email address. All right, so submit for approval. So this should trigger out my approval notification email, right? Let me just see if I've got it. Yes. So this is my approval notification. From here, I can approve or reject the request. So I can view the details based on the content that's available over here. And I will say request is approved and I will hit approve. Right. So that should mark this request as approved in the Service Desk Plus system. Let's do a quick reload and it's approved. And the comment is also displayed over here. Right. So you can also perform your approval actions from your Outlook mailbox itself, right? So that is the actionable messages card that is available as part of the Office 365 integration. So technician does not necessarily have to come in to work on the requests into the system to work on those requests, right? Now we have another integration again with Outlook where you will be able to load your request views within your Outlook portion itself, right? Your Outlook window itself. For example, let's say a technician, or I'm sorry, a requester is having some VPN issues. He didn't reach out to service desk via email or he didn't log into the portal to create a request. Instead, he sent out an email directly to the technician itself, in this case, me, right? I'm just going to use this one as an example, right? So what I will do is I can forward this as an email to my service desk system, or I can put in the Outlook add-in and create a request from here itself. So if I go to more actions, if I go to Service Desk Plus for email, I will be able to create this as a new request. So if I click on create it as a new request, and it just puts in the subject, so I'm just going to call it VPN issue from Outlook add-in. Okay, and I can set the priority of my request. I can set the status if I've resolved, and some category if I want, right? And I will be able to, this is my requester if I want to give it to another person. So in this case, I'm going to choose Dave. Even that pops up. Your suggestions are also there and you can simply create. So that should immediately create your request over here. And if I go back, that request should reflect here as well. And right, so it's here. And as a technician, I don't need to necessarily go there. It just loaded the screen for me right here, right? I'm seeing the details of the request. I can even see the history of that particular request. If I want to edit, I can edit from here, right? Make any kind of changes. If I want to reply, add notes, you can do that from this section itself. You necessarily need not go in. Technician need not go into the service desk tool to work. He can simply work on it from here. Also, he can view all the requests that are assigned to him, the open, the unassigned requests as well, right? He can also create a new request. So all this is based on the permissions that he has for his service in his Service Desk Plus instance. So if he's a requester, it would work like that. If he's a technician, it would work accordingly, right? So they can simply work on requests from here itself. They don't have to go in to their help desk system to work on stuff at all, right? So that is the Outlook integrations that we have as part of the Microsoft integrations. Now, the last integration that I wanted to show you as part of the Microsoft is the Microsoft Teams integration. The cloud version of Service Desk now integrates with Microsoft Teams, right? So this leverages the collaboration app from Microsoft as an additional channel for IT support, right? By bringing this, you have a host of capabilities. You can manage incidents and into Teams, right, from Teams itself, and users can collaborate and work on those requests, right? So let's just quickly go into Teams and see what are the various options that are available as part of your Teams integration, right? So this loads up my Teams. It should pop up any moment. Right. So in Teams, we have three options. So one is the Service Desk Plus Cloud Chat, right? So this works like a chat tool, right? Like a chat bot. So users can work on requests from here itself, right? So let's just say if I want to create a request from here, I will say create a request, and it will also give me suggestions on what all the options that I can do. All right. So I can say create request. I'll say VPN is down, this time from Teams, right? And I will be able to quickly submit this request, and that should create a request and a card should pop up right here. So let's just wait for it. Yes, it's coming. The request is now created. the technician can work on it, so I can pick it up for myself. It's already assigned to me. In this case, I can add notes, I can assign it to someone else. If I click on assign to, it shows me who are all the technicians that are available. And if I click on this view in Service Desk Plus Cloud link, that will take me directly to my instance itself, right? And I can view those details from here. So that is the chat integrations that we have. Or let's just say you are collaborating with someone like a user. Again, he is now this time reached you through chat, right? For his VPN issue or something. So you will be corresponding to him. But if it's like a solution that is already available as part of your solutions or knowledge base section in Service Desk Plus Cloud, right? You have this Compose extension available as part of Teams. If I click on it, it'll open up the solutions for me. I can quickly search for any solution that is available based on the keyword. I can select it and I will be able to send it to that particular user from here. So you are so without going to the Service Desk Plus tool, you're fetching your knowledge base articles as part of your Teams section, and you are just informing the user. So it's just again one single window. You're working on your ITSM tickets, right? So that is as that. Those are the two. So that one is the chatbot. Other one is the Compose extensions, which are available as part of your Microsoft Teams integration. The next thing that I would like to show you is the Teams tab, right? So in Teams, you would be creating various teams, right? So you will have multiple teams based on your projects or based on your group or whatever, right? Now, in each group, you will be able to add Service Desk Plus, or you will be able to rather load Service Desk Plus as a tab within your Teams window. So let's see. I have a group called IT group. So over here, let me just quickly see. Right. So this is my under the IT group. I have a group called General IT group called General. So this is my post section. Again, if I reply to the specific post, the Compose extension is available over here as well for you to use. Over here, you can also load your Service Desk Plus tool. Right. You can load your entire request module as a tab in the in Teams. So all you have to do is click on the plus sign, search for Service Desk Plus Cloud, Service Desk Plus, and select it. It'll show you which instance you would like to load, right? And I'm going to choose the IT desk and I will hit save. That should open up a tab and it will load the entire request module as a tab under Teams, right? So the technician, again, has a service desk window within the Teams portion itself, and they will be able to work on requests. So it's the similar view. Your request views are here, your trash requests, you can filter out incidents and service requests, work on requests from this tab itself, right? So that is the Teams integrations, that the integration that we have brought as part of the Microsoft integration and Service Desk Plus Cloud, right? So this definitely makes the life of the technician easier. If they are Office 365 users, all they have to do is just have Office 365 account, have a mailbox or have Teams, and then they could start working on it without having to come in to the Service Desk Plus for most of the common actions that they take, right? So that is the Microsoft, those are the Microsoft integrations, and we are also continuing to develop more integrations with Microsoft. So keep an eye out down the future. We will be bringing in more. So the other tools which I wanted to show you are, first thing is Jira. Now, most of the organizations that use Service Desk Plus Cloud and Jira simultaneously, right? So they use Jira, and now they can integrate those two applications for a streamlined help desk management. This brings the customer facing instance. So this bridges the customer facing instance, which is usually used for logging in their incidents, and they can and the internal bug tracking app, right? So this will allow the support teams and the in-house development teams to exchange information on the reported issues and collaborate and work much more efficiently, right? So let's see how you can enable this Jira integration and what are the various operations that you can do as part of the Jira integration. Again, Jira integration is available over here. You enable it, you configure it with your Jira. So you have to give in your Jira domain, your username, and an API auth token that you need to generate from Jira, which would help you to connect, right? So you have a help card over here, which will guide you on how you can do that. Now, once that is enabled, if I go in to my requests tab, I will have, let's just open this one for now. I will have associated Jira issues, right? So this is my Jira portal, right? I have all the projects right here, right? And I can have templates as, I will have templates as part of projects, right? I will, all that is over here. So all I have to do is come in over here, click on new, right? This will load up the project for me, right? So all the projects are over here, and let me just choose one project that should load up the appropriate template that I have created, right? And I can fill out those fields. So again, this is completely your Jira template loaded right here on the screen, and I will simply click on save. So that should have created an incident in with Jira, right? So if I search for that project, let's just quickly do that. View all projects, and let's just search for the software project, and that should have the incidents associated as well listed, right? So it is right here for me. So it is automatically created. Now if I enable, or if I add a note over here, like I'm just going to use the same one, please reinstall for a client or whatever, right? Whatever is my current, I can add it and I will save it. So this note is will automatically get added under this ticket, this Jira issue as well. All right. So if let's just do a quick reload, and we should be able to see that note, right? It's added over here. Now this, you can also add an internal note from here, and that also gets added as part of this Jira, I'm sorry, as part of this ticket in ServiceDesk Plus. So currently, this one is not working on this particular build alone, but then this does work. So you could definitely try, and you could comment between those two incidents, right? And if it's an existing issue that is already going on, and you would like to link it, in this case, I can go open up another ticket. I can click on attach, and that should load my list incidents view, the issues view from Jira, right? And I can search for it from here. So let me just search if there is a VPN. VPN is down this time from team. That's the one. I will just simply link it from here itself, right? So you can, like, again, so you can keep a track of those incidents from Jira and ServiceDesk Plus, and you can work them on sync, right? So that is the Jira integration that we currently have. And as I said, you could enable it from the integrations tab and work on it. Likewise, we have also brought in Slack integration, right? Slack is the networking tool, again, like a chat tool, which is now which is used by technicians, right? From Slack, technicians can again create requests, they can view the requests, right? So let's just say if I would like to create a request, I'll put in a slash command saying sdp hyphen and then colon, and I will just type in VPN issue this time from. That immediately creates a request for me, right? And if I would like to view request, I can also do that. So I will just type sdp hyphen id colon, let's just I want request ID 78, and I will hit enter, and that will show me the request from here. So this is again, we have very limited actions from Slack right now. Again, we are continually enhancing this, where you can view across instances and raise requests as well. So that is, it's already there. You can take a look at it, and we are also enhancing it much more, and we will keep you posted on those integrations as well. So that is the Jira integration, the Slack integration that we have as part of the integrations in ServiceDesk Plus Cloud. So the next thing which I wanted to show you is Zapier integration. So for now, this Zapier integration is available only as a beta. With Zapier integration, you can connect ServiceDesk Plus with other products that are available as part of your Zapier, that are available as part of Zapier, and you can seamlessly set up an integration between these two products or your products, right? So Zapier integration is in beta. So if you would like to test it or if you would like to know more about it, do reach out to support, and we will be more than happy to assist you with that integration, right? So those are the four products which we have out of the box integrations with. So please try it, test it. If you need any assistance, do let us know. We will be happy to answer. The last part feature which I wanted to show you is Zia. Zia is our artificial intelligence tool, right? Zia is available as a chatbot within ServiceDesk Plus system, which is configurable to work as per your preference, right? So let's just see where Zia is. So if I go into setup, Zia chatbot, right? So you can enable Zia chatbot from here. Zia chatbot is available as part of the web portion over here, or it is also available as part of your mobile apps. And you also have a Zia voice-based system as well. So those are the integrate that those are the stuff that I'm going to show you right now how they work. So let's start with the web portion, right? So if I open it over here, so this is my Zia chatbot. So if I want to, let's say, raise a request, right? So I will simply type in raise a request, and that should ask me or enter a subject. Again, I will say VPN is down, raising through Zia, right? And if whatever fields that are mandatory, it will automatically ask for it when you're raising a request through Zia. Currently, there is no mandatory fields, so it just immediately created a request for me as a technician, right? And let's say if I have if I wanted to have search for solutions, right? And if I do a keyword search, let's say if I hit printer, it should show me the printer solutions that are available as part of my system. And if I am not satisfied, I will simply say no, and that would help you to raise a request in the application, right? So that is one such operation that you can do, and there are many more you will be able to do. Like if I click on this three lines, this shows you all the operations that you can actually do as part of your Zia chatbots, right? Like you can also assign request to a task. You can view tasks that are open. So and you can even do approvals from here. So if I choose my pending approvals, right, it will show you which module you are looking to approve request. So I'm just going to choose request, click submit. Okay, there are nothing run right now. Let me just choose my pending approvals and let me see if there are any changes. All right, so let me just quickly submit a request for approval, so you will be able to see that. Or let's use this one. So we definitely have approvals from here. So my pending approvals request. So there are two requests that needs approval. So I will check the ones that I want. I will hit submit, right? And from here, I will be able to approve or reject request as well, right? So this is through Zia. And Zia also, okay, Zia reports. That should open up a report screen for me, right? For example, if I want to check for open request by technician count, it should load up a screen for me with all the tickets that are open for each technician, right? So this is integrated by, I mean, this works through analytics integration. So this quickly loads up for you. Likewise, you can also further filter down, based on technician email or whatsoever you can search for, right? And there are also other solutions that you can do, right? For example, how many requests are present for each technician. So let's say if I want to see how many are there for Bill, or Microsoft. So it quickly opens up a screen for me, and it will show me all the requests that are there for that particular technician in the application. So that is Zia reports that are already available, that are available as part of your Zia integration. And you can also create custom actions for Zia. Like for example, if I want to build my own question, right, I can do that. So all you have to do is just click on here, which will take you to zia.zoho.com, where you will be able to build your own suggestions. Like for example, so if I click on add actions, I can write my own action, or I can choose from a gallery of actions that are available. So we will be populating them more. So for now, let's say I want to create a tool where I want technicians to apply leaves from the chat bot itself, right? So I will select this, and it will get added as an action over here. You would have to deploy it to production. We will do that in once again. Um, we will do that later. So, or if I want to create a custom action, I will click on write your own. Over here, I'm going to call this action as troubleshooting VPN issues. So this could be done as a direct answer question, right? So you can even either give a direct action. So how can this be asked? So I will say VPN is down, right? And I will click next. What would be the answer? I'm going to simply say for now, reinstall 40 client and check, right? And how else could this be asked? VPN is not working, or VPN keeps crashing, right? And you can, these are, you can provoke them. They can be provoked in multiple ways, right? So you can create your own action. So that is directly answering a question. You can also construct. So with a little bit of coding, you will be able to construct you know uh, queries. You will be able to construct answers with ServiceDesk Plus as well. So that requires a bit of coding. We can also assist you if you find any trouble, if you aren't looking for a specific action that you want to give constructively rather than creating it like one or two answers. You can please reach out to us, and we will be happy to answer them. So now if I click on deploy to production, I will have these two operations right here, and I will click deploy. So once that is deployed, it should I should be able to use them. So let's just wait for them to deploy, and I will show you how it works, right? And Zia is available for the requesters as well, right? So over here, I'm logged in as a requester, right? I can raise a request from here. So let's just try to raise a request, and I can. So I can raise a request. I can view all my requests. I can get my request count. I will be able to perform any of those actions from here itself. I can also add notes to request as a requester from my Zia bot portal itself, right? So now this action that we created is deployed. Let's just do a quick reload and see how we can apply leaves through Zia and how Zia troubleshoots a VPN query, right? So I will go to Zia and I will choose, let's say, apply casual leave. It will ask me my from date. So I will say from 9th of November to date, I will say till 10th, I will not be available, and I will click save. I will hit enter. That will automatically add a leave under my scheduler. And again, if it is synced with my Office 365 calendar, it's going to get added over there as well, right? So if I go into November, I should see 10 and 11, or okay, this is a time zone issue. So 9 and 10 are getting marked. So it's oh, I did say 9 and 10, right? Okay, 9 and 10 are marked as leaves in the ServiceDesk Plus system, right? And likewise, VPN is down. If that's asked, it will just immediately pop up with a solution. This will come up for requesters as well. Again, you can make it like a constructive bot for certain queries. So you gain answers from them, and then you propose the solution. You can even propose the solution from the knowledge base as well in your with the help of Zia. So Zia is available as part of the mobile apps as well. So this is my mobile app screen right here. And Zia is again available as a chatbot. So from here, I can say raise a request, and if I don't want, I can just choose stop. I will say view requests or enter request ID. I will say 78. Let's see if it's available. Okay. So again, so I'm not sure whether there is a request ID available, but then this should help you to do that. And you can also see what are the various operations that you can do. Like for example, I can assigning it to a technician or ordering a resource. You will be able to do all that from your mobile app itself. And then you also have a calling feature. Currently, it's not working from my mobile. You can also have a voice over conversation between with Zia as well. So you don't have to manually type. You can simply use Zia's voice, right, to get your queries or get your approvals, view them, approve them. You'll be able to do that as part of the Zia integration. So Zia is available already. Please do give it a try and do let us know how you like it. All right, thank you so much for joining in. So if you have any queries, do post this session, do reach out to support, and we will be happy to answer your queries. So thank you so much once again for joining. Stay safe. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.